Hi, this is Darren Q, and welcome to another episode of Q the Tech, where we help you to navigate the rough waters of technology. In the episode that I shared about a week ago, I went through the top 3 mail applications for the iPhone. What I'd like to do today is go through the top 3 free mail applications for the iPad. And you're going to see some overlap between this episode and the previous one, but there's enough difference between iPads and iPhones that it warrants a separate look at the mail applications that work best. And when looking on YouTube and online, I didn't see a lot of specific recommendations for the iPad, so hopefully this is helpful. We're going to look at 3 mail applications, again, all of which are free. The first of which is the iOS default mail application. Then we'll take a look at the Spark mail application. Both of those we looked at in the iPhone breakdown, so the details I'll share there are somewhat limited. And then the third, and what I think is the most interesting, is Microsoft Outlook. But let's start with the mail application from Apple itself. So if I click into that, you're going to see along the left-hand side, you've got a listing of your mailboxes, and then within the mailboxes, the different folders that are available. So I've got the Q the Tech mailbox open, and you can see the listing of items there. This is a very convenient application, especially when you want to unsubscribe to something. So I'm not sure if I've got an example here handy, but one of the options that you'll see in the upper section is the ability to unsubscribe to mail subscriptions that you no longer want, which is very handy. And again, this application is the default for the iOS platform. There's also another version that works for Mac OS. If I go then to the Spark mail application, I'm just bringing that up here. Again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these items because we talked through those in the last episode. But Spark is an application that works on iOS only. There is an application that's available on the Mac OS platform as well. Very convenient in swiping through and getting to specific items and moving through your mailbox. So if I move to the mailbox here, I can just swipe from the right to the left and move between items very quickly. The one thing that I've noticed with the Spark application is that the fonts are smaller than in the other 2 mail apps that we're going to look at today. So although the functionality is very similar to the default mail application from Apple, the font is a little bit smaller, and as such, I don't think works as well on the iPad platform. So I'm going to close this one up as well. Again, the one that I found most interesting was the Microsoft Outlook application. So this application works both on Android and iOS, so separate offerings there. They work very much the same. From a different mail file types that it handles, it supports Gmail, Exchange, Outlook, and Yahoo accounts. So pretty wide variety of accounts are handled by this software. You can take action on an entire email conversation as well as individual emails. So if I were to swipe to the right here and delete the item, it's going to delete all 4 of these emails. So I'll do that. But then you have this great option to undelete the item. So again, if you look at the bottom of the screen as I delete this item, you'll see me selecting an undo delete, which is very convenient if you mistakenly delete something or take an action that you don't want to take. It's very convenient as well as working through multiple emails. So again, I'll select the top one, and on the message portion, I'll swipe from the right to the left and get to the next mail. Again, I'll do this a few times and then go back the other direction and work my way back up to the top. So very convenient from that standpoint as well. There's also a very intelligent separation between what is called focused emails. So these are your important emails, or at least what the system determines that, and you can help it learn what's important as well. And I'll show you that in just a second, as well as just kind of generic emails that aren't nearly as important. So this breakdown between focused and other I found to be very helpful. So focused right now just has one conversation in there. If I want to add another string of emails, so I want to say all of the Google information that I receive, I can click on that mail and then go to the 3 dots that are in the upper right-hand corner, select on that, and then move to focused inbox. And then when I do that, it'll give me the option to just move this one email, or to basically make a rule to say anytime I get something from this email sender, always put it into the focused email. So I'll do the always moved, and you'll see some things move to the focused inbox. So anytime I receive an email going forward that comes from this Google sender, it'll be in the focused inbox versus the other inbox. So an intelligent one, and again, you can help it learn by going into things that are in the other bucket and moving them to focused. Likewise, I can go and move things in the focus box and move it to the other, and you would follow the same type of thing where you're given the option to move to the other inbox versus the focused inbox. So you've got a variety of views as well into information. So if I look at the bottom, right now we're in the mail setting. If I were to click to calendar, you'll see a calendar view. If I click on files, you'll see all the files that were sent to me via email captured here. So Word documents, Adobe, PDF files, and such. And then from a people standpoint, based on the people that send you emails, it has a breakdown of those people and then some key information. So contact information, the mails that they sent to you or you sent to them, events on your calendar that were sent to you from them or you were sending to them, and then lastly, files that were sent to them from you or sent to you from them. So all in all, the functionality that's within this Microsoft Outlook is very robust. The interface has been optimized for the iPad and works great. So I can easily recommend a top pick for the free mail apps for the iPad, and that is the Microsoft Outlook application. So once if you haven't already, download this onto your iPad and give it a try. And feel free to, in the comment section, tell me what you think of the Microsoft Outlook application, or if I missed an application that was extremely helpful and useful from your standpoint. That's all that I wanted to share today. Hopefully that you found it useful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and like the video. If you'd like to see more like this, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and take care.